Cuxhaven, right on the shores of the sea, the North Sea, with the Elbe River on the other side. For centuries, the city has been shaped by wind and the salty sea, shipping, fishing, and commerce. It is a booming economic site in the middle of the Wadden Sea National Park, a UNESCO Natural Heritage Site. Cuxhaven has been a major economic centre and a tourism magnet on the German coast for ages, a vibrant modern city that provides increasing volumes of industrial and port services. Here on the Elbe shipping lane is the site of the new German offshore industry centre, with world market leaders from the sector along with numerous suppliers. Biotechnology, the production of foodstuffs and dental products are among its growing industries too.
Cuxhaven
has many appealing employers, of course starting with those you'd expect of a traditional port city, namely a booming fishing and port industry including logistics that offers many very attractive workplaces. But in Cuxhaven you also find enterprises that you'd not typically count on, among them renowned companies from the pharmaceutical and nutrition sectors. And quite a few specialists have established themselves here too, for example in the areas of cosmetics and dietary supplements. There are hidden champions and world market leaders who in part use the very appealing Cuxhaven location as a base for global activities. Logistics, medicine, foodstuffs, metal engineering, crafts and commerce offer a broad spectrum for professional challenges. As the business association here in Cuxhaven, we observe a constant rise in the need for apprentices as well as specialists. And the entire spectrum of jobs is actually represented here, ranging from sales managers and international distribution and product managers and marketing to CNC cutters and painters, as well as patient care staff and regulatory affairs managers. Like I said, we have the whole spectrum, and paying a visit to Cuxhaven and seeing what jobs are offered here is definitely worthwhile. Celebrating a long tradition as a leading German fishing and shipping capital while becoming one of its modern hotspots for innovation and business on the North Sea, right on one of the world's key shipping routes. Cuxhaven is a city with great quality of life and leisure value. Protected by the dike, it is a place to live and work, where others spend their holiday. There is a lot to explore, like Schloss Ritzebüttel, a great example of North German brick Gothic architecture. Right across from it is the Ringelnatz Museum. The poet and painter spent part of his creative period in Cuxhaven. And the heyday of German deep-sea fishing can be relived at Windstärke 10, a museum that reenacts maritime history and the stories it has to tell. At the Wadden Sea Visitor Centre in the city district of Saarlenburg, many secrets of the North Sea are revealed. You can play with the tides and get a close-up view of the national park's inhabitants. And once a year, for many the absolute highlight in terms of art and culture, the legendary Deichbrand Festival takes place. 60,000 music fans from all over Germany flock to Cuxland, the region around the city of Cuxhaven that is famous for its beaches all year round. Kilometers of finest sand extend between Döse, Dünen and Saarlenburg. The North Sea puts on many faces. Twice a day, the high tide brings the sea up to the beach, and then the low tide leaves the coast high and dry again. That is its magic. It's perfect for the great Düne Wattrennen, a unique event worldwide, a horse race on the sea floor. Or a walk on the bottom of the sea that won't make you wet. Those who prefer more comfort can take the Wattwagen to Neuwerk, the small island on the horizon. The Wadden Sea, a UNESCO Natural Heritage Site, has a unique variety of species, everything from tiny creatures to big wide-eyed ones, in the water and on the sandbanks. mixture of land and sea offers Cuxhaven a natural spectacle on your doorstep, a very special habitat and a place for recreation. With its mild climate, lots of sun and clean salty air, Cuxhaven is now Germany's largest North Sea spa with 4 million overnight stays per year. Health and wellness. At the Thalasso Centre, a seawater swimming pool with artificial waves, a giant slide, saunas, salt and silt treatments await you. Embrace natural healing power on the shores of the North Sea. Cuxhaven, the maritime city which is a joy to live in. Depending on your taste, right in the middle of the old city, in one of the lovingly restored urban villas or old captain's houses, or in a modern barrier-free and comfortable ambience right on the dike with a panoramic sea view. Over the past years, the city has also invested a lot in its social infrastructures, in daycare centres, nurseries, schools and sports facilities. Cuxhaven, a modern family-friendly city with lots of space for work, leisure and recreation, and an ideal place to build a future career. The Agency for Economic Development of the City of Cuxhaven will gladly help you with this endeavour.